quick compare and contrast video comparing the Shun Classic 4 3/4 steak knife as well as the Wusthof Gourmet 4.5-inch steak knife. Off the bat, I want to say that I would only suggest using these knives, especially the Shuns, on highly sort of special occasions. These are not, I don't think, everyday knives, because as you know, when you get a good set of knives, they always tell you, don't cut on glass, don't cut on ceramic, don't cut on plates. Use a nice wood cutting board to keep your blade healthy and sharp. But with steak knives, that's exactly the opposite of what you do. You actually cut the food on the plate, and they normally use the exact same metal for the steak knives that they do for the actual regular knives. So unless you're using these only for special occasions, let's say Thanksgiving, Christmas dinner, anniversaries, etc., in which case they are beautiful, and I would highly suggest that, I would not suggest getting these as a daily use set of steak knives, either of them, but especially the Shun. So with that said, since these are in different price points, it ends up they're not going to be similar pretty much at all. But I will make this video anyway because a couple of people have asked me to really compare these two lines. Off the bat, this is a forged handmade knife from Japan. This is a machine-made stamped knife from Germany. The cutting angles are actually very different. This is a very, very sharp 16-degree cutting angle, which is sharp enough to just shave yourself with, while this is a pretty dull 18.5-degree cutting angle. So really there's a big difference there. The materials are very different as well. The Wusthof uses their own proprietary blend of steel that's a relatively soft 58 hardness, while the Shun uses a very, very well-known steel that's been upped to an even better level. They take VG10 and they up it to VG Max, so it's extremely hard, extremely resilient, and holds an edge very, very, very well. And because of that, this knife is going to get dull much, much faster than this one will, and that's something you really want to consider. Finally, the Shun is also coated in 34 layers of stainless steel on either side, which first off gives you this gorgeous Damascus finish, but also makes the knife very resilient to staining and pitting and rust just by virtue of having so much stainless steel incorporated into the blade. They're both full tang, and they both have black handles. The differences arise in that the handle of the Wusthof is a very traditional style handle, while the handle of the Shun is a more traditional Japanese style handle. The cool thing is this knife is actually extremely ergonomic for a couple of reasons. First are these little recessions right here. A pinch grip works very, very well in them. But the second thing is this really nice D-shaped handle fits into your palm very nicely, which is, I think, important especially for a steak knife. Either way, they both have lifetime warranties, and at the end of the day, the really cool thing is the Shun also comes with lifetime sharpening for free, which I'm a big fan of, especially for knives like steak knives that are going to get a lot of work out. The thing is that if you take your knives to a reputable sharpener, it's going to cost you roughly $5 an inch to sharpen it, which means this one knife alone and that one knife alone are going to be about $25 to sharpen. And especially with steak knives, where you have 6 or 8 of them, that adds up very, very quickly. With Shun, you give them the knife, they look at it, if they see any problems, they throw it out and give you a new one. But otherwise, you can rest easy knowing they're going to put the exact same edge back on the knife as when you first got it and first fell in love with it. So I'll put a link down to both of these below. If you guys have any questions or comments or concerns, as always, let me know. And otherwise, I will talk to you very soon.